Namaste students. Today I am going to discuss about the topic fermented milk. So milk is a whitish liquid which have different kinds of protein and nutrients, which is the basic nutrient source for the humans, and it is the basic nutritive for the all kinds of animals, including the mammals. And the milk is produced by cows, buffaloes, goats, and in the modern industries, the milk is fermented using the use of the microorganism and different kinds of various products. Fermented food products are produced by fermenting the milk. Fermentation is the process by organism converts the carbohydrate into alcohol. So by the fermentation process, the milk have different kinds of different products can be produced from the milk, including the cafe, cheese, yogurt, buttermilk, acidophilus milk. The one or more example is the curd. Curd is also a product which is produced from the lactic acid bacteria. The first one is cheese. Cheese is a concentrated form of two major milk components, milk and milk fat, milk protein and milk fat. That is the two compositions are milk protein and milk fat. And the milk contains selected strains of bacteria, a milk clotting agent, and sodium chloride. In this process, lactic acid bacteria is used for the fermentation of the cheese. And after fermentation, standard cheese processing is conducted. First, milk, we add the starter culture, we add the coagulant, and after that, we incubate the milk and coagulate were cut, and we drain the whey, we curd, we take the curd, and we ripen the cheese. So this is the process of preparation of the cheese. Different kinds of cheese are produced, such as soft cheese, semi-soft cheese, hard cheese, semi-hard cheese, fresh cheese, blue cheese, and processed cheese. According to a selected cheese product, various kinds of bacterial cultures are used. And so for soft cheese, for semi-soft cheese, for example, we use different kinds of bacterial strains separately. For example, for the soft cheese, Streptococcus gramoris and the Penicillium camemberti. It is a fungal species. For the soft cheese, we use Streptococcus is a bacteria. And for the semi-soft cheese, we use Lactobacillus lactis. For the hard cheese, we use Lactobacillus casei. For the semi-hard cheese, we use Lactobacillus casei and Streptococcus pneumoniae in combination. And for the fresh cheese, take the use of Streptococcus for the fermentation. For the blue cheese, we use the Penicillium logipota, that is the fungi, and Lactobacillus lactis. Processed cheese, fungal and fungal spores are used for the processed cheese. These are the structures of microorganisms which are used in the fermentation process, including the Lactobacillus lactis, Bacterium, Streptococcus, Lactobacillus plantarum, Lactobacillus casei, Lactobacillus penicillium roquefort. Now the second number of food product which is produced from the fermented milk is yogurt. Yogurt is produced by the controlled fermentation of milk by the two species bacteria. That is the Lactobacillus bulgaricus and Lactobacillus thermophilus. That these are two species are used. Not only the single, but two species of bacteria are used for the production of yogurt. The lactose first in the process, first the lactose of the milk is fermented to lactic acid, and it is one of the which record the characteristic of curd. After that, Streptococcus thermophilus brings the pH to down. That is the 5.5. And Lactobacillus bulgaricus then convert the lactose to lactic acid. So only two microbes are involved in this. First is Lactobacillus bulgaricus, which is used for the conversion of lactose to lactic acid, and after that Streptococcus thermophilus, which brings the pH of milk to 5.5 for the conversion of the milk. And proteolytic enzyme from Lactobacillus bulgaricus break down the milk protein into peptides, and these peptides stimulate the growth of Lactobacillus thermophilus. This is the process of production of yogurt. First, the raw milk is pasteurized, and after that, we add the starter culture, and then this is the raw yogurt, which is again heated, and the processed yogurt is produced. We can also add the flavor to the yogurt, but all the things depend on the starter culture. If we add proper starter culture, then the milk is perfectly produced into the yogurt. These are the types of yogurt: soy yogurt, starred yogurt, drinking yogurt, frozen yogurt, concentrated yogurt, and flavored yogurt. Now the cultured buttermilk. Cultured buttermilk is the fluid remaining after the ripening or sour cream is churned into the butter using the mesophilic start. Uh, we can also say that it is the charge in Hindi. Different products are produced by using different strains of the lactic acid bacteria as starter culture. First, starter culture is the culture which is required for the production of different kinds of food products. So that is the term definition of the term starter culture. What are the starter culture? Starter culture are the culture which are required for the preparation of any kind of food products using a microbial culture. So different fraction of whole milk we start converting into the buttermilk by these starter culture, and cream is starting substrate. Butter is normally made by churning cream. So the first the after the fermentation start, the churning cream is separated. The remaining material is buttermilk. The sour cream uses Streptococcus cremoris or Streptococcus lactis for the producing lactic acid, and ripened cream uses Streptococcus cremoris and Streptococcus lactis to produce lactic acid rapidly, and Liconostrop cittovorum produces the necessary flavors. This is the process of production of cultured buttermilk. First is the fresh milk, from which we separate the cream, and we standardize, heat it, cool it, and after we inoculate it with the culture. We inoculate with the culture, and after inoculating the required microorganism, we incubate, and after incubation, the buttermilk, cultured buttermilk is prepared, and we pack and store it as is buttermilk. Next is acidophilus milk. Whole or skim milk is fermented with lactobacillus acidophilus, which is said to have the therapeutic benefit. And different kinds of milk products are produced, in which the acidophilus milk is also important. It has an overall beneficial effect on people, especially those suffering from the frequent diarrhea and intestinal gases. So this acidophilus milk is used for the patient of the diarrhea, and it has very harsh acid taste and mostly rejected by the customers due to its harsh condition, and mostly used for the diarrhea patients. So it has medicinal purposes, only medicinal purposes. But due to this taste problem, sweetening agents are also added so that this milk can be accepted by the consumers. The For the production of acidophilus milk, light ultra UST cow milk, that is the pasteurized milk, is heated, and it is again heated and added with probiotic recombination of the microorganism mixed mixed with the microbes, and the cultures are incubated and then cooled and packaged and stored for the final processing. This is the milk-free acidophilus that is produced from the lactobacillus acidophilus. Kefir is a beverage which is used by the action of lactic acid bacteria, yeast, and acetic acid bacteria or milk, which produce a distinctive fermentative milk. So it is also a good product, which is the milk product, and the microbes ferment the milk for the production of kefir, and it is a traditional prepared which may contain the 1 to 2% alcohol due to fermentation process. Kefir may have some grains also. These are the uh, examples of the kefir, and these are the kefir grains which are produced. So the lecture is over here. In the next video, we will discuss another fermented food products. Thank you very much.